Is someone eating your soul? Jim Jones vibes. If you're here, you're meant to hear this message. We created a portal live on TikTok called The Looking Glass and asked Spirit to tell us the truth about the covert things that are attacking many of us. We saw the symbology of a star and an offering of coins and a Jim Jones looking fellow eating someone's soul. His glasses make 2Ds with a rainbow in between, and these have significant meanings. So Jim Jones was a cult leader. He had some pretty good ideas. He said, let's leave the world of materialism and racism behind. Let's stop being a slave to the slave owners, and let's go and form our own community. Unfortunately, Jim Jones was full of ego and did not follow a divine order and encouraged everyone to kill themselves, which they did. And so we have to be very careful about who and what we follow, because the ascension and the awakening from death is a peculiar process. Now, Robert Monroe was an astral traveler, and he said that this place is a farm for our loosh, our energy. And he was so upset about it, in fact, he became depressed and suicidal. But I don't want you to think the worst, because I'm being told something a little bit different. For instance, Dementors come into our lives to hold a mirror in front of our face to show us things inside our minds or our souls that are false. And so we come out of a spiral within our hearts and minds. The 666 spiral is 6 electrons, 6 neutrons. And the spiral is also on the last Memsi. It reflects an awakening and a learning about who we are and what we're here for. Notice that the spiral is illuminated. Becoming illuminated is like walking the yellow brick road or the golden ratio. We begin really small, and then we grow our spirit. And as we grow, we get all these downloads, and we come out of the moon energy, sin, shame, the lion, ignorance, the scarecrow, and in narcissism, the Tin Man. And walking this yellow brick road reflects leaving death behind. We were already dead, according to many shamans and even the Bible. And so this broken and empty house of Dorothy reflects that she was already dead. She was awakening to come to life, which is a mansion of many rooms. The Christ said, my Father's house is a mansion of many rooms. Even Harry Potter, at 12 years old, left a small house to go to Hogwarts, which is a mansion of many rooms. So Jesus leaving at 12, Dorothy leaving at 12, Harry leaving at 12 is a time in our lives when we leave death behind to come to life. And this is waking up like Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, because we leave the realm of seven chakras, 7 spirits of God, 7 wounds of Christ, 7 colors to the rainbow. And the dog Toto represents a divine order of God, and this is God. It's like Sirius B, the dog star, the second coming of the sun. The sun flips and shifts every 11 years, so this number 11 is about a polar shift within us. The Gospel of Philip says that the material world devours the dead and everyone else that eats them. They die from within their self, the true consumer of life. In my opinion, being dead is just someone ignorant. We have to wake up and get off that cross of the hanged man of the scarecrow and awaken from ignorance. It says a materialistic person does not die because he was never living in order to die, like the scarecrow or the Pinocchio. They were never truly alive. So life and darkness, life and death, right and left, they are brothers to each other. It's not possible for them to be separated. But a natural process does occur within ourselves when we follow truth that awakens us and makes us alive. So the goal of the material world is for you to become a slave and offer yourself as offering. This is why we see coins like an offering to the dark ones. So the Holy Spirit will bring you a Satan, a Voldemort, a reptilian wicked witch to wake you up. And you have to fight it like Alice fighting the Jabberwocky. So this person who came into your life, who's eating your energy, you're either going to allow it to happen or you're going to fight back. So the Christ is water within you. When you make this water alive within you, living waters pour from your heart. Water and fire connect, flesh and spirit connect, and we become powerful as Christ. We become the Christ. And when we become illuminated and full of light because we have become alive, the ones who are out to devour us and eat us, they can't see us. We become invisible. This is the invisibility cloak. We wear an invisibility cloak and they cannot detain us. And so we've escaped the Dementors, the Dagon the fish god, and the demons, basically. This is where the letter D comes in. So they say that Christ didn't die and then resurrect. He actually resurrected and then died. So our resurrection and our rebirth is basically a death. We realize that we were never alive to begin with. We die of all that is false, the illusion. We wake up to hear a spirit talk to us. We follow this truth. This truth leads us to the dog, divine order of God, and we ascend. And we ascend with the electromagnetic energy of the sun. And the sun and your heart chakra are very connected. This is why the Emerald City was the fourth place or symbol that Dorothy connected to. So this giant star in your heart chakra is reflective of your soul and the second coming of the sun within you. And you're trying to control everything. And there's Enlil at your third eye, and there's a lot of matrix energy, and you have this spiral, and you have a shaman pouring water into the star. You have the white rabbit, you have the white bull, you have the white unicorn, and this Jim Jones looking fellow looks like he has reptilian energy in his glasses. And basically, he is the Smeagol that's going to lead you to Mordor. Some jerks come into our lives to shake us up, and we either let them eat us or we take it as an awakening. And so they will come and hurt you and try to eat you, and your job is to wake up. You have a candlestick on your third eye. This reflects that you are a fire of God, like an angel of fire. The seven spirits of God are the seven candlesticks. You're one of the candlesticks. So basically, you're being told to surrender, Dorothy, and know that the divine order of God, a Holy Spirit, a higher self, flesh, needs to merge with spirit, and you will be on a path that is divinely led, and you don't have to control anything. Don't be like Jim Jones trying to control everything. Don't drink the Kool-Aid. The white color of the holy dove is synonymous with the white unicorn, the white rabbit, and the white bull. We were cut from our higher self, and we must reconnect to become whole and to become a real boy, or to come to life. Do not offer your belief or your energy or your soul to any ideal or religion. Everything comes from within you, and your higher self will come to you to wake you up. You will have to battle your inner demons, but once you do, you will come to peace and joy, connection, and power. The second coming of the sun is within you, because Christ is water, and you are 75% water. The flame is your pineal gland and spirit that comes and counsels you. You are meant to be powerful, but only in divine order, not by your own will or by your ego. Sorry, Jim Jones, you had the right idea to begin with, but you let your ego take over and you hurt yourself and others. May we learn from this lesson. Notice that this Jim Jones character has become part of your body in your solar plexus. Solar, soul, sun. Be careful. Above your head is an eagle with the eye of the needle on its eye. You also have the rabbit with the eye of the needle. Becoming nothing and then becoming everything is what we're meant to do, and let go and surrender. And the eagle is also a judge. We are under judgment, and we're being assessed and watched. It's kind of like the sorting hat, so we need to be illuminated, so we do not get reincarnated again and again. Leave the Muggle world and go to Hogwarts by going within.